Going viral on the internet has never been easier than today. And I think the biggest reason for that is apps like TikTok. Hi, my name's David. I'm also known as To Touch an Emu on TikTok. I'm the drone guy who dances to Stay by Kid Laroi. Last summer, I posted a video and it went crazy viral, and I ended up doing a series of videos where I collabed with celebrities and influencers. And between Instagram and TikTok, I got like 1.3, 1.4 billion plays. So it changed my life. It was a lot of fun, and I learned a lot. And I'd like to discuss why going viral on TikTok is so easy, and like literally anyone can do it. And not just TikTok, but on the internet. Because if you go viral on TikTok, you can go viral, you can spread that out to, other platforms. But so 3 things that I want to talk about. There's a lot of things that make TikTok good, but I'm going to just start with 3, okay? And you can leave a comment below if you think I missed a major thing. Maybe I'll include it in a future discussion. All right, so number 1, TikTok removes the burden of choice. And what do I mean by that? Well, think about when you go to a restaurant and there is just way too many options on the menu, and like there's like 50 different burgers, and you're like, oh my gosh, I don't even know what to pick. And so you end up picking something, but then you're like, maybe that other thing would have been better. And you see how frustrating that is? And it's the same thing with like streaming services. Like when you go to Netflix, there's like a billion shows to watch, and you're like, I don't know. So you end up mindlessly scrolling for like 20 minutes just trying to find something to watch. But then you have something like cable. You turn it on and there's something there. Maybe it's not the ideal thing, but at least it's something you can see. And then you can start scrolling through. So that's why a lot of people still have cable. Now, why does that relate to TikTok? Well, that's like TikTok versus YouTube. YouTube, you have to make the choice to click on a video, because YouTube's algorithm is going to show you a collage of videos and thumbnail titles and all that stuff. And you have to choose which one to watch. And even that can be a little bit annoying, because you're like, a lot of these look good. I don't know which one to start with, But then TikTok says, no, you don't have to worry about that. We're going to show you some videos, and you decide if you like it or not. And then based on your reaction, we'll get better at showing you videos you like. So you don't have to worry about a thing. And that, as bad as it sounds, as millennial or Gen Z or whatever it sounds, that is really nice. I don't have to worry about making choices. I make so many choices in my day. That's one less thing I got to do. Great. Sweet. But it can also make the app pretty addicting. But in the future, we'll talk, maybe I'll do an episode about what makes TikTok kind of suck. But we're starting with good stuff. So that's the first thing, is TikTok removes the burden of choice. It shows you a video and you decide whether or not to watch it. Now, that's based on viewing TikTok. Like that's a consumer version of, what's the word I'm thinking of? This is going to be uncut, so if I'm staggering or if I'm stammering a bit, I'm going to leave it in, so enjoy. That is a viewer perspective on what makes TikTok great. So now let's talk about the content creator perspective. Like, what makes it great to create content on TikTok? TikTok markets your content for you. Now, if you're like me, you've been creating content on the internet for a long time and it just never did well. Like, it's fine, but you did it for fun and great, cool. And then suddenly you get on TikTok and you just keep doing the same thing. And then boom, out of nowhere, you're just like, what? I'm actually getting real numbers now. What is happening? And I'll tell you, at least for me, but I think it's probably for you too. I'll tell you what's going on. You suck at marketing your content, like me. I am so bad at thumbnails and clickbait and sharing my stuff, because a lot of real grinders on YouTube, they are sharing their stuff with people. They are experimenting with thumbnails and titles and things like that. But then TikTok says, no, we got you. Like, we're going to figure out what's in your video. We're going to figure out which type of audience responds to your video, and we'll show that video. We'll show it to those kinds of people more often. And if they like it, then we're going to keep showing it to them, and you'll go viral. It's so nice as a content creator to not worry about any of that stuff. Now, you can increase your numbers with some like clickbait intros, like, don't, keep scrolling, or watch to the end. Like, there are things you can do on TikTok that are not like thumbnail related clickbait, but it's more like first 3 seconds clickbait, I guess. There probably should be a name for that. Intro clickbait, I guess. But it's not required though. Like, not every video has to do that to go viral. So I mean, as a creator, I think it's really nice to not have to market myself now, because like I'm going to upload this video that I'm recording now to YouTube, and I'm going to have to really think hard and long about what's the thumbnail going to look like, what's it going to say, things like that. So, but when I upload this to TikTok, I ain't got to worry about a thing. Just throw it up and then let TikTok do its thing, you know? So that's really nice. So that's a creator perspective. Now, let's talk about both creator and consumer perspective. Community. TikTok has very strong communities. It doesn't matter what you're into, there is a specific lane of TikTok dedicated to that interest. And I'm saying literally anything, as long as it fits within community guidelines. So, and why? Okay, so and think about it. Like you just say the thing you're interested in and put the word talk at the end. Like if you're interested in books, there's book talk. In fact, book talk is kind of exploding right now. It's why books are getting popular again, and why libraries are suddenly seeing an increase in library cards and stuff, is because book talk is exploding. So why do these communities on TikTok establish themselves so easily? It kind of goes back to point number one, but it's different enough that I just left it as a separate point. But you don't have to choose to be a part of that community. TikTok chooses for you, because like if I'm starting to get into cross stitching, and let's say I want to join some communities, if I want to like join a forum or a subreddit dedicated to cross stitching, I have to seek those out. I have to go on the internet and Google it and say, cross-stitching subreddits, search, and then find it, and then maybe I'll find some forums, some specialty websites, but I have to do the work to locate it. Now, it's pretty easy to do, but it's still work. And then TikTok will come along, and you're scrolling through videos, and you happen to see something kind of related to crafting, and you react to it, or you interact, and TikTok starts going, okay, all right, I see you, and it's going to figure you out and put you into that community. Now, why are they so strong? Because TikTok makes it so easy to interact with those communities. It is really easy to share and comment. It is even easier to stitch and duet. And the more you do that, the stronger the community gets and the bigger it gets, because you might be someone who would never create a video, but then you see something so cool that you're inspired to duet it and just react. You've contributed to the community. And normally you never would, because it was just so simple. So that is my third point of why I think TikTok is so strong, is because community. So to recap, point number one, burden of choice, gone. Point number two, marketing yourself and sharing your own content, gone. You don't have to worry about it. And number three, very strong communities, because they lower the burden, they lower the burden of finding those and interacting with those communities. It's so simple. So yeah, this has been episode one of, I haven't decided what to call it yet. Probably like, I don't know, internet fame, or, like going viral, or I'll figure out some kind of title for like what I'm doing. It's like a really short form podcast, like under 10 minutes. Probably going to release them on Mondays. Most of them will be on YouTube. I'm going to put this one on TikTok. But if you want to see more, make sure you follow my YouTube. Go to the link in the bio and follow my YouTube. Or if you click the Instagram button, the YouTube will pop up along with Instagram. Go to my Instagram and subscribe if you want to see more of these. And I'm going to be discussing, like, maybe next week I'll discuss, I started with what makes TikTok great. Maybe I'll do what makes TikTok suck. And then, because I want to discuss, like, why are content creators on TikTok trying to move to other platforms? And I have some thoughts and stuff on that. And maybe we'll have guests. I have a lot of contacts with big creators. Maybe someone will talk with me about stuff. So yeah, let me know what you think in the comments. If there's things you want me to talk about, put it in the comment. Maybe I'll look through the comments and get some ideas. If you think I missed something in my list, I just stuck with 3. There's a lot of things I could have talked about, but if you think there's a big thing I missed, throw in the comment. Let me know. And thanks for watching, and don't forget to find my YouTube and subscribe.